What's up, everyone? This is Nate, and I am back with another Out of the Theater review. This time, I got to go to an early screening of John Wick Chapter 4. So this is our first kind of early review that we're going to be doing here, and hopefully we could do more in the future. But to say I was excited about this movie, understatement. I love the franchise. You know, we've reviewed it on our Action Movie Guys podcast. We've reviewed all of the movies. Me and Alex, we love all three of them. And I think, I was really looking forward to this. They took a lot of time in between. I'm like, okay. And then the runtime comes out, 2 hours and 49 minutes. And I'm like, what in the world could this movie possibly need to do that it's going to be that long? So with that being said, it is well worth the runtime. I'll just put it that way. Again, this will be spoiler free, so don't worry. If you don't want to know anything plot wise, I won't be sharing. But yeah, look, I hate hyperbole. I hate when all these reviews are coming out and saying, this is the greatest action movie of all time. This is the greatest movie I've ever seen. This is it makes it kind of like, it could lead to disappointment. But I will say, for me, personally, perfect movie. I have absolutely, I'm just going to let y'all know now, I have zero negatives, maybe one slight negative, but on the plus side, first of all, the movie is extremely well shot. At this point, Chad Stahelski, he knows what he's doing. These guys, they know what they're doing with the action scenes. They know what they're doing with the cinematography. Like, it looks great. Honestly, it looks as good or better than any of the other movies, probably better at this point. And, the storyline, there's one issue I've had with the series. I feel like the first movie at least was grounded in some sort of reality. And as they've gone on, they've gone sort of like in this world that is like too over the top at times. I will say at this point, I have come around to like, this is the world that it's in. And with that being known, this movie has probably the best storyline of any of the sequels. I always love John Wick 1 because of that, because it's kind of grounded, small scale with incredible action. This is not small scale in any sense of the word. It is huge. It's a massive movie, but the storyline is great. Like, I was way more into this story than I was part 3, definitely more than part 2. Like, I think they nailed it. They nailed it with the story, because when the action is not happening, to me, some of the other ones, it's like, okay, you're listening to the dialogue and you're just waiting for it to get to the next action scene. In this movie, I was just as interested in the talking scenes as I was the action scenes. Now let's get to the action scenes. This movie, it's been kind of hailed or said like nonstop action. I guess there's definitely a lot of parts where there's not action. A 2 hour, 49 minute runtime, and that's with credits. So about 2 hours, 40, let's say. There's plenty of talking. But the thing is, it's really interesting, so you don't really mind. And when the action kicks in, it's basically three big set pieces. But when I say big, I mean the last action scene is basically one long scene. It's like, it feels like it's 35 minutes long. I don't know. On top of that, and this is, I just said I hate hyperbole, and I'm probably going to do a little bit of it here, but this has the best action scenes in the whole franchise. So if you love the John Wick movies, like if you love the action scenes, guess what? You are going to be even over the moon with this one, because I kid you not, there was an action scene at the end, the big kind of final one. I had a grin on my face. I felt like such a dweeb. I'm sitting there smiling. I'm like, what? This is the best. It's incredibly shot. It has one of the coolest shots as far as the way the action scene is filmed. I would say two. There's two parts in the last action scene alone where my jaw was on the floor. I was like, I love the way it was filmed. I love the way it was shot. The camera angles, incredible. And really the first action set piece, which is in Japan, the last one, which is in France, they are the two of the best action scenes. On top of that, they added a lot of ingredients that really work here. Donnie Yen, amazing addition to the franchise. A great character. I absolutely loved him. You also get, you get the other players back, but you get Bill Skarsgard as the villain of this. He's fantastic. And then you got Scott Adkins, and I won't say too much about him, but I'll just say he doesn't look how he normally looks, but his fight scene is, every single action scene is amazing, but the last one in particular has moments that literally I had to hold on to my chair to make sure I don't just stand up and start slapping people around me, because they're incredible. So with that being said, 10 out of 10. I find it hard to believe I'll see anything this year that I like better as far as a popcorn like action movie. But gosh darn it, it is as good as people say it is. Is it the best of the franchise? I will always love one. It's definitely the best sequel. And yes, it's arguably the best in the franchise. It's going to be one of those where your preference, maybe you like one better or four. I don't see people liking the other ones better. I mean, this is the pinnacle of the series as far as action goes. And really in movies, I mean, some of the best action scenes I've ever seen. So 10 out of 10, absolutely loved it. If you like this review, make sure you go ahead and give me a comment down below. Let me know if you're excited for it, or after you watch it, come back and watch this review and let me know what you thought about it. Of course, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed what you're watching, and please subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon so that way you can get updated when we get new reviews. My next review now will be Shazam! Fury of the Gods. So thanks for watching. Take it easy.